What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dacom video. Thank you for coming to this Wake Up Wednesday where we tend to wake people up specifically on Wednesdays. Today we're going to be covering a request that was made to me by one of my friends. It's being consistent with life. Like, there's small things that you can do every day that lead to a habit of what you're doing. And I'm going to be covering just how I would build up consistency, whether it's in powerlifting, whether it's in life, etc. So make sure to like and subscribe and share where you can, all the support that we can get. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to work up to a 435 squat today, high bar, no belt, no sleeves, 100% raw. So let's get it. Hit the 435 single today. It was pretty easy. I would say I could have got at least like one more. I had to slow it down a lot because of the whip in the bar. And we did some 275 sets of 5. Paused for the boys, of course. Had old Dawson. He straight up videoed my 435 like a champion. Much appreciated. Now we're gonna do the accessory work. Gonna make sure we get these pythons growing, baby. So let's go. We got more work to do. Hey, dude, do you think you could roll me a plate real quick?
Yeah, sure, dude. Yes. Appreciate it, bro.
Oh snap, look at that half natty lighting. Sheesh. We just got done with the leg workout. We, of course, already told you we worked up to a 435 squat. It went really good. I plan on getting a lot farther than that. But something I want to get farther on today that I need to go ahead and get it off my chest. The topic of this video, the Wake Up Wednesday this week is on consistency and how you can build it. I'm just going to give you pretty much a broad outline of how you do it. Like, it's very simple. You just got to have the discipline to do it. Consistency, I have the definition beside me in my notebook. Consistency is the adherence to the same principles in a steadfast way. And, my definition for that is just forming habits that you can repeat every day for the same positive result. So, being consistent just means that you build around the goal that you have in mind. So whenever I first started the gym, for instance, my goal was to be stronger. So to be strong, you first need to enter a gym 3 to 4 times a week. Then that turns into 4 to 6, and then you might go 7, It just depends on how crazy you are. But the thing is whenever you build that routine about you, and instead of, just thinking of it like,
I want to go, but
nah, you have the discipline to say, if I want to get stronger, I need to go lift some weight. If I want to get better at guitar, I need to go play guitar. If I want to play a sport better, I need to go play that sport. So being consistent means that you're going in, I want to say consistently working on your craft, but you got to get there. So my experience with how I began to be consistent, especially in the gym, is first of all, avoid excuses. If you're going to do something, you cannot, skip on it some days. You can't be like, I'm just not feeling it today, man. Man, my head is hurting. Oh, I can't. Oh, I don't have my workout shoes. Nah, if you don't have any of those things, you need to get in there regardless. Like if you got a headache, make it a shorter workout. If you don't have your shoes, chances are you could work out in some flip-flops and you'll be fine. It's all about just moving the weight. You don't have to have specific equipment or anything like that. It might not be as quality as if you had some Nike Romaleos and a powerlifting belt, but consistency means that you're building a routine regardless of what is going on that day. So there's been days straight up where I go in and I work in some denim jeans and just a random shirt, and that's 100% fine. Like, that means you're dedicated to what you're doing, and it doesn't matter if it's raining, sleeting, there's a tornado outside, whatever. Like, I just named off a bunch of weather, I know. But it's like, it doesn't matter what is happening, you're going to get in there. And consistency is built off of that. It's a routine, and it gets to a point where it is a habit. Consistency is made by building habits, and whenever you are building these habits, you find that you get more motivated, you get happy to be doing these things. You're like, yeah, I'm going to the gym today, baby. And you might lose motivation one day. You might be like, hey, like this isn't working. You might be doing like a sparring or something. You might be throwing your punches really terrible. And you might be like, man, I really suck at producing power. So to build the consistency right there, you go every day and you set an amount of punches you want to throw every day. And you work on that. That way, whenever you are throwing your jabs, etc., straight up, you've gotten all those reps in and you're consistently trying to get that punch better. And there's always going to be ways to get better. But the more you practice what you're trying to get to in the end, better you're going to be. Same with a squat. You got to have the same walkout. You got to have hopefully the same food every day that you need to eat. After a while, you start getting to where you have to warm up a little bit more and stuff like that. But that's just consistency, and you're eliminating the bad results that may happen. And it's all about, at that case, it's prevention. What I'm trying to say is to build consistency, you just have to look at things as routine. They have to be as routine to you as brushing your teeth, as taking showers. Like, those are necessities, right? So if you want something to be consistent, you've got to treat it just like that. There is not going to be a day where I'm, I want to say like skipping the gym. There's going to be days where you literally need rest because your body literally needs it. But you've got to make sure every week that set amount of days that you've got to do the gym, you've got to be in there. Like, you can't just beat around the bush, or else you're going to form a habit of beating around the bush, and you're going to start making excuses. And that's when you build the consistency of being inconsistent. You don't want that, because that just leads to you not being very happy, because you can't really get in anything because you don't have the motivation and you're not disciplined enough. My last thing I would say to build consistency is, as hard as you can, just get rid of the distractions. There's going to be many things that, get in the way of what you really want to do. There is. And distractions and self-doubt are consistency killers. I saw a quote by Winston Churchill today. It's like, I forget what the quote is. It's something about like going like on your journey, you're going to see a lot of barking dogs, but if you choose to throw rocks at every one of those dogs, then you're not going to get anywhere. And what that really means is that just because there's self-doubt, there's a distraction, doesn't mean you got to go entertain them. You don't have to go over and throw those rocks at them, because if your eyes are on the prize going forward, then they're not there. You're just going straight forward and you're trying to get to your result at the end. So to be consistent, you got to have that discipline. Anybody can have discipline. And self-doubt is what makes people believe they can't, but anybody can form that routine and can do what they want to do. They just got to make sure that they believe in themselves enough. And let me just tell you, if you start forming these routines, doing them and seeing the results, you're going to believe in yourself. And that's the great thing about becoming consistent. So that's the end of the video. Just covered some tips on what I did to be more consistent with my life. A lot of it was weightlifting. There was some, boxing here and there. But the deal of it is being consistent is just setting a routine. You got to have a routine behind what you do, and that just means you can track what you're doing, and it can lead you to be more efficient and to make it a day-to-day thing and not something that you're just like every other time you get the chance to. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to Far More, and get more consistent. Have that discipline. I know you can do it. You can. Stay beautiful, sweet baby girl. See you in the next one.